Yeah, so from the Mandarin restaurant, we talked about our families, that kind of stuff, eating, and some of the things that I think we got from Walmart. I'm gonna show it to you in about a minute. So after lunch, the waitress gave some cookies. I think it's something that they do. Is it a fortune cookie, that kind of thing? So you break the cookie before you eat it. You find something in it, like a letter. I don't know if you can read mine. It says, "An important discussion involving you will take place today." I just read this. I've seen it in Korean series and that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm used to it. But I did believe it. The only thing I said, my hair, I decided not to use the Afro comb until I've shown you the Afro comb before I use it. So we were going to Walmart to get Afro comb. So when we got the Afro comb, then we got this. I didn't want it, but yeah, I don't know. It says Africa's best ultimate herbal oil, a revitalizing multi-purpose oil for hair. It's kind of wet all the time, and I don't know how to, keep my shoe from getting all the odor. So I always keep it closer to the heater as well. I just asked how to keep their shoes from, giving all that kind of bad smell. And it was like, oh, there is something for it. And I'm like, oh, okay. There's always something for something here in America, Yeah. Yep. So we got this. Hi guys, it's Dr. Green here. This is gonna be the first in your concept lesson series. We should have started this earlier, but I know, all the same. Yeah, I just came back from catching a glimpse of the greater blessing that I'm yet to experience. We went to a Chinese restaurant, and from the Chinese restaurant, we roamed in Rolla for the first time. I taught Rolla, and we went to Walmart before touring Rolla as well. Yeah, it's been a great day. Let's dive right into it. So this is how it began. Oh, where is the diary? I think it's here. Possibly most of you, my friends online, have already seen it. I bought this diary like last week, like a week ago. Yep. And so today is February 8th, February 9th, February 8th, February 9th. Today's February 9th. It's a Thursday, 2023. Yeah, so February 9th, 2023, Thursday. But the previous week, the best day that I've ever experienced in my life, within the 3 weeks since I arrived in the United States, was last Saturday during the Sabbath hours. So yeah, during the Sabbath, I was in TJ Hall, as I said, on social media. Yeah, and I think I wrote a list of prayers that I had in mind here. On the Sabbath, I went to roam in downtown looking for the Seventh-day Adventist Church, but I didn't find it actually. So when I came back, I wrote in the diary and I prayed that God is going to help me find the Seventh-day Adventist Church. So yeah, I did pray that prayer in the diary. I wrote it down and I've been praying about it. So surprisingly, the prayer was answered the next day, which was Sunday. So around 8:52 p.m. Then I was on Facebook. I want to post as usual as well. Yeah, then it came in mind. God brought it to mind that I could look for the Rolla Adventist Church on Facebook. So I did. I typed Rolla Adventist Church. Then I looked for it on Facebook. Then I found one. So when I found it, and I said, it's gonna be this. It's gotta be this. It's gotta be this. So I just texted, hi, I'm blah 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 from here. A transfer biology science student, and I'm looking for the Adventist family. Yeah. And one thing about the Adventist family is that, unlike many other churches, there are formalities, bureaucracy, that kind of things. But for the Adventist community, I probably am messing things up. But for the Adventist community, no matter where you go on the face of the earth, you're kind of knitted together like a family, that kind of thing. So yeah, I just wanted to find a particular Adventist church, like, in Rolla. Yeah, so I found the Rolla Adventist Church on Facebook. Just like I said, as God answered my prayers, and I texted, and surprisingly they replied that same moment. So whoever replied, I didn't know the person until this afternoon when the person came to meet me. He came to pick me up with her car, and just like I said, we went to Walmart. went to the Chinese restaurant. And we talked, went to their home, and went to see the Adventist church. I think it's here. Yep. Then we went to Price Chopper, Kroger, so many different places during, so, and we had a lot of conversations. So, yeah, how we gonna get there right in a minute. So, I don't want this video to get very long. So, yeah, when I found them, I texted them and they were like, oh, yep, they can arrange, they can arrange to pick me up on Sabbath, this coming Sabbath, that is next 2 days. Yeah, tomorrow is Friday, so after Friday, Saturday. So they said they can arrange, and I'm like, thank you, God. I finally found the Adventist family. And it's like, oh, on Thursdays, they do have that kind of get-together lunch in their home. That is the pastor's home. I just found out he's a pastor. The one who replied is the pastor of the Seventh-day Adventist Church. Shout out to Pastor Brian, whom I met this afternoon. So, yeah. Oh, I'm lost. So, yeah. And he did tell me about, the fact that they do have some African student also in the church this semester. They did have a Nigerian who is also a Seventh-day Adventist, so he or she recently joined. I think it's a he at Tomatoes. I don't know. He recently joined them. And also there is one Ghanaian, but who have been with them for a while, and also a chemistry student here as well. Yeah, I'm definitely going to meet them coming Sabbath. That is next 2 days when we've gone to the church. They're going to pick me up. So I'm going to see them after church, and we're going to have lunch together in the pastor's home, just like they often do sometimes. I mean, most of the time. So, as usual, yeah, whatever the time synonymous. So, so I think I called Pastor Brian last night to find out if they'll dinner or lunch together on Thursday from, I think is it dinner? I know, or supper from 4 p.m., 5 p.m. They said they do have it on 4 p.m., 5 p.m. on Thursdays. I got if it is still coming off, so that I probably, Thursdays is the day from Monday to Friday is always busy for me. Only on Thursdays that I'm not so busy because I have only one class. My class ends at 8:50 a.m. It's a 50-minute maths class, so we start at 8, finish at 8. So, yeah. So I texted last night, and he was like, one of the people had their knee recently replaced, something like that. So it's actually not gonna come off, but he can have lunch with me one-on-one alone. And I'm like, oh well, yeah, that would do. So yeah, so today after my maths class, 8:50, I'm free. So I decided it's now 1 p.m. I decided after class I came back around 9. Yeah, so I decided to do these 3 things today. I have a math assignment which is due or expires going tomorrow. That's Friday, February 10th at 11:59. So I decided since I have the time, I'm going to do it today. And then after the math assignment, I'm going to prepare for my chemistry exams, which comes off going tomorrow. And for that one, I said 3 things. So my assignment, my chemistry exams, preparing for the chemistry exams. And yesterday we had cell biology lab. So I decided to, use the rest of the time, if I have time after preparing for the chemistry, to do the lab. Yeah, so I'm going to have tomorrow not so stressful, at 6 p.m. tomorrow. I'm going to cut everything off. I'm going to enjoy the Sabbath. The Sabbath is from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, the 7th day, the original 7th day that God bless, that kind of thing. So, yeah, so just when I started my assignment around 9, getting to 10, then I saw, I think, Pastor Brian's text. I didn't know it was Pastor Brian then, so I saw his text and it was like, yeah, he's going to be here in a minute. So for the lunch, if I can still make it, and I'm like, yep. When I was about to reply, then he called and I said, he said he's in a boat, he can get here within 3 to 5 minutes, and I said, okay, that'll do. So I just went upstairs to get my boots, and when I came, he was already waiting there with his car. So I got here, and fast forward, a lot of things. I mean, we had conversation right from this place. I love talking and that kind of things, but from here, we roamed this place and we began showing the places. This is a Chinese restaurant, this is Japanese restaurant, this is what it weird, this is what it's weird, that kind of thing. Until we finally got to the Chinese restaurant. They're in Bodley on top, Mandarin, I think it's around this place. Kroger, behind Kroger, something like that. So yeah. So we did, it was a buffet, kind of a buffet, so you're gonna serve yourself, that kind of thing. I just ate fried rice with plenty of salad cream, you know. Just like I said, I want to be a vegetarian, I want to eat healthy, and you know, yeah. And luckily for Pastor Brian to, you know, as an Adventist, you know, it's not anything like obligatory, something like that. So yeah, but he is a vegetarian too with his family. Yeah, that's why. So I'm from after the buffet, you know, during the buffet we were eating, talking about our families, like getting to know each other better, getting vulnerable with each other. You know, the currency for authentic connection is vulnerability. Sorry, I don't know. This kind of phrase is, I think, credited to either Thomas Jefferson or Brené Brown. I know. Yeah, you probably know Thomas Jefferson and Brené Brown. So yeah, but that is something that at least you can keep from, you know, this video, this crap that I'm talking about. So yeah, no, it's not crap. It's to God's glory. So yeah, yeah. So from the Mandarin restaurant, we talked about our families, that kind of stuff, eating, and I think. Oh, there is something. This is some of the things that I think we got from Walmart. I'm going to show it to you in about a minute. So after lunch, we, you know, the waitress gave some cookies. I think it's something that they do. Is it a fortune cookie, that kind of thing? So you break the cookie, before you eat it, you find something in it, like a letter. I don't know if you can read mine. It says, an important discussion involving you will take place today. I just read this, you know, I've seen it in Korean series and that kind of stuff, so yeah, I'm used to it. But I did believe it, and I actually believe it, and it had already started because we were talking even before we got to that place, and it was an important conversation, you know. So yeah, fast forward, we left the Mandarin restaurant, then Walmart was next, so we went to Walmart. Oh, it's the biggest shopping place that I've actually ever seen. So yeah, we roamed through. I wanted to only get an Afro comb, you know, actually, to be honest. I don't know, should I disclose something secretly to you? Don't tell anybody, don't tell my parents, because I've told them not to send any money from Ghana to this place because of the exchange rate, and because I have more siblings and cousins depending on them, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, don't tell them. I'm actually left with $4. Yeah, so for like I think before this week began, I had like $6, I think so. Yeah, so I want to buy a toothbrush which cost like $2.4. Yeah, yeah. So I do have $4 and some penny in my bag actually. So, and actually, by God's grace, as part of the blessings, I don't pay for, you know, what I eat and where I stay. So yeah, I thank God for it all. So it isn't too much of a big deal, but I still have to, you know, I've been blessed with an on-campus job recently, I think last 3 days, and I'm in the process of getting the SSN, the social security number, to start working. So I've been hired by the school actually. Yeah, so I'm a tutor, I don't know, STEM education, that kind of thing. We will get right into it in a different video probably. So from Walmart, we got this stuff. He was like, do you need anything? While we were eating, I'm like, oh no, I don't have a pair of clothes. I said, yeah, I do have clothes. Yeah, so I don't actually need anything. So the only thing I said, you know, my hair, I decided not to use the Afro comb until I've shown you the Afro comb before I use it. So we were going to Walmart to get Afro comb. So when we got the Afro comb, I was picking another one, but he said I should pick this, and I said, this is quite expensive. And he said, yeah, you know, we live in abundance because you're a child of God, I'm a child of God, we're royal. So I said, oh wow, that makes sense. So he made me pick the metallic one, which is quite expensive. So after this, then he was like, what do you need again? He said it repeatedly, so I couldn't say no. Yeah, and actually last 4 days or 5 days, my bathing soap actually finished, but I didn't care about it because I love taking hot showers, and already it's cold out there, so I just get a hot shower, then I go to class, and I come back from class. Yeah, so then he got this too for me. Soap, I think it's a package of soap. Dove, yeah. So we got this soap as well from Walmart together with the Afrocomb. Yep. So I'm gonna keep it here. Then he said, "What else?" He was like, "Do I use shampoo for my hair?" And I'm like, "Oh no, nah, I'm not used to that kind of stuff. You know, it's only ladies. I know people do it, but in my home at least, it's my parents and my sisters who do that. Guys, we don't care about that. All we do is just bath and use hair cream in your hair, and you're gone." So then we got this. I didn't want to, but yeah, I don't know. It says Africa's best ultimate herbal oil, a revitalizing multi-purpose oil for hair, bath, nails, and body. So yeah, he said, this is what I think. Yeah, then I said I'll have it. So I had it. Then there's one problem that I've no experience, and I don't know. You know, it snowed, it rains. Even last night it rained. So you know, it's kind of wet all the time, and I don't know how to, you know, keep my shoe from giving out the odor. So I always keep it closer to the heater as well. I just asked how to keep their shoes from, you know, giving out that kind of bad smell, and it was like, oh, there's something for it. And I'm like, oh, okay. There's always something for something here in America, you know. Yeah. So we got this. So I think I should just braid in my shoes, and I'm good to go. I can push my leg in it, and yeah, so I know. So from there, yeah, then we drove all the way to pick up his daughter. Yeah, his daughter, one of his daughters. She was leaving home to where she worked. I think she's about my age. You know, I'm older than her a little bit. So we did talk about a lot of stuff on the way when we got to his house. Yeah, then we picked up his daughter. Then we left to Price Chapel, which I've been there once with one of my brothers here. So yeah, that was my second time getting to Price Chapel. I mean, just this afternoon. So we got there, we dropped her off. Her mom was works there, so they both want to meet. Might disclose in something. Yeah, so we dropped her off, then we came back to this place, and when we got here, then it was like, yeah, for you to know the way to the Adventist church, so we want to drive back again. Then we drove back from this place. You know, the first one we got through this place as a way of, you know, looking into town. So then this time we drove this way straight to the Adventist church. So it's in his hood, you know, his house is here, the Adventist church is kind of there. So we drove straight to the Adventist church. So I went to see the Adventist church for the first time. It's very nice. They do have a daycare and also a school for like 5 people, I guess, at the moment. So yeah, so we drove there. We looked into the neighborhood. Sorry, I mean, it's really nice out there. So yeah, very serene, calm, peaceful. Yeah, they've been blessed with such a good place. You know, yeah, you did say that. So we give glory to God for that. And I give glory for, I mean, this moment. I mean, I didn't expect this. And of course, yeah, when we left Walmart, then I think he gave me here, I think a couple of bags. I'm not going to tell you what it is though. So yeah, then I have all this free by God's grace. And I do thank God for it. So we dropped her daughter. Then we came here, yeah, then we went to the Adventist church. From the Adventist church, then we went back to Price Chopper. Then we took another direction. Then we kind of roamed in town until we got back here. Then, yeah, that was it. So I'm actually gonna continue on my mathematics assignment, and I'm gonna spend the rest of the day probably preparing for the chemistry. And I might not do the lab report today, maybe Sunday, because it's, you know, we have labs only on Wednesdays for cell biology. So cell biology lab is always on Wednesdays. Well, the due date for it is next Wednesday, so I probably can do it on Sunday or Sabbath evening. I mean, after Sabbath on Saturday from 6 p.m. downwards. Yeah, so yeah, I just want to thank God. You know, this is the Count Your Blessing series. I mean, you know, you should watch probably the other videos how God led me to this place, how He got me here, and all I gotta do is I gotta trust that, you know, silver, gold, diamond, they're all mine. And He says, unto all who did receive and believe in his name, to them gave he the power to become the sons of God. I believe I'm the son of God, and if God to diamond, everything belongs to God. And he says again, while he was on earth with us, Jesus, he said, whatsoever you shall ask in my name, that will I do, that the Father may be glorified in the Son. Whatever you shall ask in my name, I will do it. And I gotta believe it. I gotta believe it, because if my Father has everything, he made the whole heaven and the earth, then yeah, I'm a royal. I definitely should have all the stuff that I need. And I just thank God for, providing all this stuff. And making this video, I don't just want to talk about the stuff that I received. I mean, yeah, I just want to tell you and treat you that you don't have to always know how it's going to happen. You don't have to always have evidence for it. You don't have always to see it before you believe it. All you got to do is take God as his words. Just believe whatever he says and enjoy of his goodness, his love. He loves us and he's pursuing us. And right now there is nothing of solemn importance to him and even to me than he drawing the heart of all men to himself. So yeah, it's been a really great time for me today, and I know that he's gonna do something wonderful in your life too as well. That is why in the first place you saw this video. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like the video, also share as a way of blessing and serving others, and hit the subscribe button, and I'm gonna see you in my next video. God bless you.